Next is a lecture on the appearance day of Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinod Swami Prabhupāda, recorded on February 21st, 1976, in Mayapur, India.
Today, the auspicious day of our predecessor spiritual master, Viṣṇupāda, Paramahaṁsa Parivrājakācārya, Aṣṭottara-śata Śrīmad Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura, Śrīla Bhaktisiddhānta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura mission, apart from his life, we are especially stressing on the mission of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura. This place, Mayapur, was formerly known as Miyapur. Mostly it is inhabited by the Muhammadans. Somewhere or other it converted into the name of Miyapur instead of Mayapur. Still people are very much doubtful where is the birth site of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura was researching to find out the actual place. So under the direction of Jagannātha Bābājī Mahārāja, this present Yogapīṭha was ascertained to be the birth site of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. So Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura in the beginning wanted to develop this place very gloriously, befitting the holy name of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. So he started this movement of developing Mayapur. He could not finish it, so it was handed down to Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura. So under his effort, assisted by his disciples, this place has gradually developed, and our attempt is also to develop this place. Therefore we have named this temple Māyāpur Chandrodaya. We have got great ambition to develop this place nicely and gloriously, and fortunately we are now connected with foreign countries, especially with the Americans. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's great desire was that the Americans would come here and develop this place, and they would chant and dance along with the Indians. So his dream, as well as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's foretelling, पृथ्वीते आछे जतो नगरादि ग्राम सर्वत्र प्रचार कहिए मोर नाम. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu desired that all Indians to take part. भारत भूमिते मनुष्य जन्म हईल जार, जन्म सार्थक करी करो परोपकार. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, परोपकार. Paropakar means to do good to others. Of course, in the human society, there are many different branches of doing good to others, welfare societies, but more or less, why more or less, almost completely, they think that this body is ourselves, and to do some good to the body is welfare activity. But actually that is not welfare activity, because in the Bhagavad Gita we understand very clearly, antavatu ime deha nittasya saririna. This body is antavat. Ultimately it will be finished. Everyone knows. This body is not permanent, it will be finished. Anything material, bhutta pradiyate, it has a date of birth, it stays for some time, and then it annihilates. So the spiritual education begins from the understanding that I am not this body. This is spiritual education. In the Bhagavad Gita, the first instruction given by Krishna to Arjuna is this, that we are not this body. Because Arjuna was speaking from the bodily platform, so Krishna chastised him. Asacchānanusūtastam prajñāvādāṁ. Arjuna, you are talking like a very learned man, but you are lamenting on the subject matter on which no learned man laments. Asacchānanusūtastam. So, such kind of welfare activities concerning the body, like hospital and so many other things, they are good undoubtedly, but the ultimate goal is to see the interest of the soul. That is ultimate goal. That is the whole Vedic instruction. And Krishna begins from this point. Dehinasmin yatha dehi kaumara yogapīṭha. So when Chaitanya Mahāprabhu wanted to do some paropakar, Bharat bhumite manusya janma hila ja, manusya janma sarthak kari karo paropakar. These welfare activities did not mean that welfare to this body. It was meant for the soul. The same thing as Krishna wanted to impress upon Arjuna that you are not this body, you are soul. Antavatu me deha nittasya saririna na hannate hannavane sarire. The real welfare activity means to see to the interest of the soul. Therefore, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu spread this Krishna consciousness movement, chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So from this place, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu started this movement, Krishna consciousness movement, throughout whole India, and he desired that Prithivite Athijatanaga, the ground. So as many towns and villages are there, this Krishna consciousness movement should be spread. So this Krishna consciousness movement is now in your hand. Of course, in 1965, Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura, he wanted me to do something in this connection. He wanted from all his disciples, especially he stressed many times that you do this, whatever you have learned, you try to expand in English language. And in 1933, when he was in Radhakunda, I was at that time Bombay in connection with my business life. So I came to see him, and one friend wanted to give some land in Bombay for starting Bombay Gauriya was. He is my friend. So that's a long story, but I wish to narrate this. The Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvatī Goswami's mission. So at that time, one of my godbrother was also present. He reminded me about my friend's donation. Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura, Prabhu was immediately took up in that. He continued that there is no need of establishing many temples. Better we publish some book. He said like that. He said that we started our this Gauriya Math Ultadingi. The rent was very small, and if we could gather 2 to 250 rupees, it was very nice going on. But since this Devi Doctor has given us this stone, marble stone, Thakur body, our competition between the disciples have increased. So I don't like anymore. Rather, I would prefer to take out the marble stone and sell it and publish some book. So I took that point, and he also especially advised me that if you get money, to try to publish books. So by his blessing, it has become very successful by your cooperation. Now our books are being sold all over the world, and it is very satisfactory sale. So on this particular day of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura and friend, try to remember his words that he wanted that many books should be published about our philosophy, and it should be given to the English-knowing public especially, because English language is now world language. We are touring all over the world. So anywhere we speak English, it is understood, except in some places. So on this day particular, on the advent of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura, I especially request my disciples who are cooperating with me that try to publish books as many as possible and distribute throughout the whole world. That will satisfy Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu as well as Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvatī Ṭhākura. Thank you.